insert into the template additional symbols, some of which will be numerical values symbols from the density property. Let me enter a header for this exercise. First, let me insert a descriptor for density. I click on the descriptor tab in the parameter window, and I will search for the phrase which contains density. I will insert the descriptor symbol into the report template. I will format it as an underlined. Next, I will go into the property tree and insert some characteristics from the density property. Density is in the folder Physical Chemical Properties. And I will insert accuracy, the accuracy characteristic. Accuracy is a phrase characteristic. Oops.
Wirklich?
I will insert the value characteristic. The value characteristic is a numerical characteristic. We will use the expansion mode without, so it will output the contents of the value characteristic. I will insert the temperature. Temperature is a numerical characteristic. I will enter the pressure characteristic. Which is also a numerical characteristic. And I will enter the method characteristic, which is a phrase characteristic. I will select all the symbols for the characteristics. And include them in a master repeating group by selecting the value assignment of density and inserting the repeating group. I added some tabs. I just want to make sure these tabs are visible. So I will make them not hidden. So let's do a syntax check. There are no errors. And let's do a preview of the test report. The only characteristics containing data appear to be the value and the temperature characteristics. We will need to add data in the specification, in the property density, in such a way that the characteristic data for accuracy, pressure, and method appear on the report. We will first do some additional formatting to the template. Let's toggle back to the report template. Let's check the template and save it. And we will go to the specification used for testing the template and add some data for the missing in some of the characteristics. We will use transaction CG02 There we specify the specification used for testing and do a hit list. We then go to the property tree. And under physical chemical properties, we will take a look at the density data. The data being retrieved belongs to the first value assignment. This value assignment as a usage of public and reg world with the exclusion of US. So this is the value assignment from which data is being retrieved. So we will go into edit mode. And enter an accuracy. We'll select estimated. We will select the pressure. And enter a value. And we will enter a method. And we will select the phrase for ISO 8962. We will save the changes to the specification data. And we will return to the edit report template transaction. Okay, we get a message. The report is already being displayed on the front end, so we can reset this status, this message, by going to Utilities, Reset Front End, and now we should be able to open it. So let's create a test report now and see what changes. Oh, it wasn't checked. Now we see that we have data for all the characteristic data. We have both phrase data and numerical data. In this exercise, we included symbols in the report template that were both for phrases and numerical values. We also went into the specification and modified the data so that this data is reflected in the report.